Good morning, traders. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I believe you all can hear me loud and clear. Can you hear me? Confirm you can hear me loud and clear. Confirm you can hear me loud and clear. Good morning, good morning. I greet you all. Good morning. Thanks for joining. Good morning. Confirm you can see my screen. If you can see my screen, please confirm. If you can see my screen, please confirm you can see my screen. How are you doing today? How has been trading? Hope it's been profitable. Okay, good morning, Mr. Joseph. Good morning, Mr. Victory. Good morning, Mr. Adebayo. Good morning, Mr. Mayor. Good morning. I greet you all. I greet you all. Good morning. How has been trading this week? I hope it's been profitable. All right. All right. Good, 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 good. So if you have any pair you want us to analyze, you want us to look at together, please drop it in the comment section. If there's any pair you want us to analyze, let's drop it in the comment section. I believe you all are aware today is 27th March, and we are expecting a major news from the United States, GDP. It's a major news you don't want to just overlook. Okay, it will be released by 1:30. I hope to come on live by 1:30 p.m. but by 1 p.m. Okay, so that we'll see how the market reacts to this data, and we'll also see if we can find a good setup. Okay, after the news is released. So I'll come on live on YouTube maybe by 1 or 1:15 p.m. I'll give you guys updates. I'll drop the link on the WhatsApp group. Okay, so the previous was 2.3 and the expectation is 2.3%. So they are not expecting any increase. They are not expecting any increase or decrease. Okay, but as we all know, the actual data could come out positive, that is higher than the forecast, or lower than the forecast. And if it is higher than the forecast, we should expect bullish dollar. We should expect dollar to be strong if the actual is higher than forecast, and if the actual is less than forecast, that will be negative for the dollar. Then also unemployment claims will be released. The previous was 223 and the forecast is 225. 225. So wait for the actual data to be released by 1:30. If the actual is less than the forecast, that will be positive for the dollar. If the actual is less than the forecast, that will be positive for the dollar. If the actual is higher than the forecast, that will be negative for the dollar, because this is unemployment claims. This is not employment data, it's unemployment claims. Okay, I hope that is clear. Okay, drop the pair you want us to analyze. Drop it in the comment section. Drop it in the comment section. Drop it in the comment section. Pair you want us to analyze. So that's my take on the fundamentals. Then let's look at DXY. Let's look at the strength of the dollar. Okay, so as you can see, dollar is bullish at the moment. Dollar is bullish at the moment. You can see it broke out from this resistance. Can you see this resistance? It broke out from this resistance, and also this was on Tuesday. On Tuesday, a resistance was created on Tuesday. As you can see, resistance was created on Tuesday. Can you see this? Resistance was created here on Tuesday, and on yesterday candle broke out from that resistance. That tells me there is more demand. Sorry, yeah, there's more demand than supply. That's what that tells me. Breakout from this resistance. This was last week resistance. This resistance was created last week, and the resistance that was created this week also has been broken. Okay, that tells me there is more demand than supply. And what has played out today in the market, you can see price pulled back. Can you see that? To retest. This is a break and retest. Price has pulled back to retest this resistance, which has become a support. You can see. So this is a break and retest. So I expect US dollar to continue with its bullish ride. I expect US dollar to continue with its bullish ride. Okay, so It's likely going to come fill all this fair value gap, this liquidity void. Okay, so that's my take on the dollar. Okay, I actually just took a trade. I took a trade on GBP USD. I took a trade on GBP USD. I'm currently selling GBP USD. My entry was at 1.2903. 1.2903. That was my entry on GU. My stop loss is 20 pips and I'm aiming for just 30 pips. Okay, this is my entry. This is my entry on GU. 1.2903. Okay. Okay, so this is my entry. I'm in drawdown now. I'm in drawdown of 8 pips. Yeah, 8 pips. Okay, so I'm bearish on GU at the moment. So let's start with let's go. Okay, so you can see what we have here. You can see what we have here. Price came back. Let's start with the daily. So you can see yesterday candle broke out from this support. Can you see that? It broke out from this support. Okay, it broke out from this support, tested this next support, and there was a rejection from that support. This support you can see tested this support. So we expect price to pull back, right? After price tested this support area, we expect price to pull back, and I think that has played out this morning. Let's see. So after the close of yesterday candle, let's go down to 4 hour. What do we have on 4 hour? So you can see what we had on 4 hour. After the close of yesterday candle, we had an hammer here and price pulled back to where? Pulled back to fill this fair value gap that was created. And as you can see, the fair value gap has been filled. Can you see this? The fair value gap has been filled. Can you see that? So if the current 4-hour candle closes bearish, okay, if the current 4-hour candle closes bearish, that will be a strong confirmation for sell. That will be a strong confirmation for sell. If the current 4-hour candle closes bearish, that will be a strong confirmation for sell. Okay, you can see fair value gap has been filled, and if it sells, it's likely going to come for the liquidity residing at this low. You would agree with me that a lot of retail traders would have executed buy after the formation of this hammer candle, and their stop losses will be residing at this low. So it's coming for this low. That is its next target. Okay. Technically, GU is set for sell. GU is set for sell. Okay. GU is set for sell. And I'm not aiming for too much. I would have gone for 50 pips, 60 pips, 70 pips. Okay. But because of the GDP data that will be released by 1:30, I want to be out of the market before the news. I want to be out of the market before the news. Either the market goes to hit my stop loss or take profit. Okay. If I hadn't been for that news, I would have aimed for, let's say, 50 pips, 60 pips, risk 30 pips for 60 pips. But because of that GDP data, I want to be out of the market before New York session, before that news is released. That's why my risk is just 20 pips, and I'm aiming for just 30 pips. 30 pips profit. Okay. Yeah. So you're planning to sell at 2920. 2920. Okay, I think that's a fair value gap. Yeah, I think 2920 there. Yeah, there's a fair value gap. Yeah, I think that's what you're waiting for, which is still not bad. Yeah, this is right. Yeah, you're waiting for price to come fill this fair value gap before you sell. But it's likely you can see we had a support here. This push up, this buy here, I believe was to clear the liquidity residing at this previous high. I think this was the high of the Asian session. This high was the high of the Asian session. So this buy here was to clear the liquidity residing at this previous high. Okay. And as you can see, we had a support here. We also had a support here. And you can see price has been finding it difficult to close above this support. You can see it. It has been tested several times. Can you see this? Can you see that price has tested this support area several times, and there has been a lot of rejection from that area? Okay. So sometimes instead of waiting, because you know everything in trading is probability, it's a probability that price will pull back here, but you just have to be disciplined, stick to your trading plan. Okay. It's possible price will pull back to this zone. Okay. This support could also hold price. Remember, this is what block is this? This is what's it called? This is not, this is breaker. This is a breaker. This is a breaker. Can you see? This is a breaker. So price might not pull back to fill this fair value gap because there's a breaker here. And breaker is one of the first things you look out for when you're trading institutional PDRA, price delivery. The first thing you look out for is the breaker. Breaker, I think after breaker is mitigation, or is it mitigation before breaker? Before you now consider fair value gaps. Okay, so that is it for GU. I'm bearish on GU. If you want to wait for price to pull back to this zone, it is fine. Okay, it is fine. Okay, it is fine. If you want to wait, it is fine. But there's nothing wrong if we know there is hope for price to pull back to this level. Okay, why not set your stop loss using the high here instead of waiting? What if it doesn't pull back to this level? Think about it. Okay, what if it doesn't pull back to this level? Just calculate the risk involved. If it is within, if you set from this point, this is just 20 pips. Your stop loss should be at this high, 20 pips. But if you also wait for price to pull back, your risk reward will be high. If you wait for price to pull back to this point, your stop loss will reduce to, let's say, 10, 15 pips. Your stop loss will reduce. You can just set it like maybe a few pips above the high of this candle, then you go for maybe 20 pips. That's still okay. Okay. I hope that is clear. That's my take on GU. That's my take on GU. I hope that is clear. That's my take on GU. Okay. Let's look at GJ, Euro, Aussie, and gold. Okay. Gold. My bias on gold for today's market is still bearish. We've looked at dollar index and we can see that dollar is bullish. Dollar is bullish. Okay, so on gold, what can I see on gold? What can I see on gold? So you can see the pattern we had here. Can you see this pattern? This is a bearish reversal pattern. This is a bearish reversal pattern, and we had a low here, and the market closed below the low of this candle. Okay, and you can see Monday, Tuesday, after the breakout, that was on Wednesday. Yeah, no, this was on Tuesday. Price tested that level and there was a rejection from there. Also on Wednesday, which was yesterday, price also tested that level. But at the end of the day, it closed below the low of this candle. Okay, now let's go down to after the close of yesterday candle. What do we have on 4-hour time frame? Let's see. Okay, so this was what we had on 4-hour time frame, which is a bearish reversal pattern, right? This is a bearish reversal pattern, and they know this is an hanging man, and this next candlestick closed bearish. You know, after the close of yesterday. Hold on, I think. For okay. Okay. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So this was the pattern for yesterday, not this. Okay, this was the pattern for yesterday. And you would agree with me, most retail traders would have executed sell after the formation of this pattern. Most retail traders would have executed sell after the formation of this pattern. And where would they have their stop losses? Their stop losses would be at this high. That's where they will have their stop losses. Some will set their stop losses at this high, and some would set their stop losses at this high. You can see. So I think this bullish move was to clear the liquidity residing at this previous highs. Okay, and you can see here also we still have a fair value gap here that has not been filled. Can you see this? This fair value gap has not been filled completely. You can see. So that could be the reason for this pullback. That could be the reason for this bullish pullback. Okay. So like I said, my bias on gold is bearish. So I'm looking out for a bearish reversal pattern to form. If a bearish reversal pattern forms after this gap gets filled or after this liquidity has been cleared, as you can see, we had a shooting star here. The previous 4-hour candle is a shooting star. Let's go down to 1 hour. Let's see what we had on 1 hour after the formation of that shooting star. So you can see what we had here. This is an engulfing pattern on 1 hour time frame. This is an engulfing pattern. This is a sell setup. This is a sell setup. They know a lot of retail traders would have executed sell after the formation of this shooting star and this engulfing pattern. And where would they have their stop loss? Their stop loss will be residing at this previous high. Okay, and that is what they are aiming for. They are likely going to come for this stop losses. Okay, but let's go down to, I think a fair value gap was created after the formation of this pattern on 15 minutes or 5 minutes or 1 minute time frame. That's the reason for this pullback. Let's confirm. Let's confirm. It's likely a fair value gap was created. If that fair value gap has been filled, there's a high probability that gold will start selling. If the fair value gap has been filled, there's a high probability gold would sell. Let's just confirm that. I'm sure there's a fair value gap. That's the reason for the pullback. Okay, so this was what we had on 15 minutes time frame. Let's go to 5 minutes. So you can see on 5 minutes, can you see this fair value gap that was created here? That could be the reason for this pullback, and you can see the market is, I think, is currently trading below this fair value gap. Now it broke out from this. Fair value gap. It means we still have another fair value gap. Let's go to 1 minute. It's likely we have another fair value gap above that. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so you can see this on. Can you see this fair value gap on 1 minute? I'm sure if we go down to 30 seconds, I think we still have a fair value gap above. That could be the reason for the pullback. Let's just confirm. Let's see. So you can see. Can you see that? Can you see the reason for the pullback? And that 1 minute fair value gap is about to get filled. And after it gets filled, this is 1 hour time frame. If 1 hour candle closes as a bearish reversal pattern, it's likely gold will sell from that zone. You can see it's 15 minutes. So wait for 15 minutes to close below this zone, this level. If 15 minutes or 1 hour, 1 hour is the best time frame. If 1 hour candle closes below this zone, that will be a strong confirmation that gold is about to sell. Gold is likely going to sell. If 1 hour, patiently wait for 1 hour candle to close below this level before you consider taking a trade on gold. My bias is bearish on gold. I hope that is clear. My bias is bearish on gold. I'm bearish on gold. I hope that is clear. Okay. I hope that is clear. My bias is bearish on gold. The only thing that will make gold buy, the only thing that will make GU, EU, AU buy would be the fundamentals. That's the only thing that will make GU, those pairs buy. If the data comes out negative, strongly negative for the dollar, then we could see those pairs buy. We could see those pairs buy. If the data comes out strongly negative, then GU, EU, AU, NU could buy. But technically, these pairs are bearish. They are bearish, technically. Okay? So that's my take on gold. GJ, let's look at GJ. I made, how many pips did I make on GJ this morning? 30 pips, yeah. I made 30 pips on GJ this morning. 30 pips, I bought GJ. I bought GJ this morning. Let me check the price I took the trade on GJ. So my buyers on GJ, let's see. Yes, a few minutes, please. I want to get the price I executed GJ this morning. Okay, I entered on 19404 and I just went for 30 pips. 19404. That was my entry price for 19404. Just went for 19404. This was my entry. Okay, this was my entry. I just went for 30 pips. My risk was 20 pips. Okay, I just went for 30 pips. 30 pips. 30 pips. 30 pips. So why did I execute a buy trade on GGA? Let me share that with you why I took a buy. So you can see the pattern we had here. These are bullish reversal pattern. These are bullish reversal pattern, a bearish hammer and a bullish hammer. These are bullish reversal pattern. So after the formation of those pattern, what I did was to go down to lower time frame. 1 hour, let's see what we had on 1 hour after the formation of this candle. Okay, so this was what we had. So all I waited for a candle to close above 1 hour candle. I waited for 1 hour candle to close above the high of this last bearish candle. That is the reason for the buy trade. You can see this is the 1 hour candle that closed above the high of this candle. You can see it. And this is my entry, 194.04. That was the reason for that trade. That was the reason for that trade. I executed the trade around, I think, 5:30 or 6 a.m. Yeah, it was 6 a.m. I waited for the 1 hour candle to close. That was around 6 a.m. 6 a.m. Okay, so let's look at the daily. Let's look at the daily. GJ is still bullish. GJ is still bullish. GJ is still bullish. You can see this breakout on the daily time frame, breakout from this resistance, and I think price pulled back to retest this support, resistance turn support. You can see the candlestick pattern that formed after price tested this support. You can see, and price couldn't break below the low of this candlestick. You can see it didn't close below the low of this candle. Okay, you can see. So, and the pattern that formed there is a bullish reversal pattern. Now, after the formation of this was yesterday candle. Let's go down to 4 hour. What pattern do we have on 4 hour time frame? So you can see the pattern we had on 4 hour time frame after the close of yesterday candle. You can see the pattern we had. Can you see the pattern we had on 4 hour after the close of yesterday candle? So you can see this was the pattern we had on 4 hour time frame. You can see, and the first candle that formed today was an hammer. It was an hammer. You can see. So that's the reason for my bullish bias on GJ. And like I shared with those in the VIP group, okay, those who attended the class yesterday, this high, I said GJ is likely going to come fill this fair value gap. GJ is likely going to come and fill this fair value gap before going bearish. There's a high probability GJ will clear the liquidity residing at this high today. There's a high probability GJ will clear the liquidity residing at this high, and it will aim for this imbalance, this fair value gap. That's my take on GJ. My bias on GJ is buy. I hope that is clear. My bias on GJ is buy, is bullish. I can't sell GJ with what I'm seeing on the chart. I can't sell GJ with what I'm seeing on the chart. I can't sell GJ. I can't sell it. I hope that is clear. So that's my take on GJ. Let's look at Euro Aussie, Euro Australian dollar. Euro Australian dollar, let's see. Euro Australian dollar. In trading, you trade what you see on the chart and not what is on your mind. You trade what you see on the chart. What is the chart telling you? As you can see on Euro Australian dollar, there was a breakout from this support. Okay, yesterday, yeah, there was a breakout from this support, and this morning, price has tested that support turn resistance. This is a break and retest. This is a break and retest. So let's go down to 4 hour time frame. Let's see what we have here. So it is still bearish at the moment. It is still bearish. Euro Aussie, it's still bearish. You can see it has been in a range since yesterday evening. You can see that we have a high here, we have a low here. So if it's breakout from this low, that will be a confirmation to sell. That will be a confirmation that the bearish move would continue. Okay, if it breaks out, if 4 hour candle breaks out from this support, that will be a sell. Okay, that will be a sell. The reason for this rejection that we are seeing here, the reason of this rejection is this. You see, we have a fair value gap here. We have a fair value gap here. Besides the support that we have here, we have this fair value gap here. That's the reason for this rejection. So if price breaks out from this fair value gap and this support, that will be a sell. So this should be our demand zone. So if supply increases and breaks out from this demand zone, then we should look for more sales. We should look for more sales. Okay. We should look for more sales. Okay, so my bias on Euro Aussie is bearish. My bias is bearish on Euro Aussie. Okay, I hope that is clear. Which other instrument do you want us to look at? Please let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section. Which other instrument do you want us to look at? Let me know in the comment section. Okay. Please give this video a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. Let's see USD CAD and USD CHF. USD CAD and USD CHF. I think USD CAD is set for buy. I think USD CAD is set for buy. Let's start with the daily. So you can see yesterday candle closed as a spinning bottom. It closed as a spinning bottom, and that spinning bottom formed after price cleared the liquidity that was residing at this previous low, right? It cleared the liquidity residing at this previous low, and it also filled a fair value gap that was created here. We have a tiny fair value gap here. Can you see this fair value gap? Can you see this fair value gap? That is the gap between the high of this candle and the low of this candle. Can you see that? So price filled this fair value gap, cleared liquidity at these previous lows, formed a spinning bottom, which indicates change in trend from bearish to bullish. So if today's candle closes bullish, that will be a strong confirmation for bullish USD CAD. That will be a strong confirmation for bullish USD CAD if today's candle closes bullish. Okay. But let's go down to 4 hour. After the formation of this spinning bottom, what pattern do we have on 4 hour time frame? So you can see the pattern we had on 4 hour time frame. This is an hammer. This is an hammer on 4 hour time frame. This indicates change in trend from bearish to bullish. And you can see the candle closed as a doji and the one that bullish. This is the confirmation that we have buyers in the market. There is more demand than supply, and I think the market is currently, it created a resistance here, right? A resistance was created here. This candle broke out from that resistance. Another resistance was created this morning, and you can see the market is currently trading above that resistance. If you go back here also, we had a resistance here, so the market is trading above this resistance area, which indicates there is more demand than supply. It indicates there is more demand than supply. When the market is trading above resistance, it indicates demand is higher than supply. And when demand is higher than supply, what happens to price? Price is expected to go up. So if the current 4 hour candle closes, okay, if it closes, one would have executed buy after the formation of this candle, but this candle formed, that was late hours, that was in Asian session. That was in Asian session. Now, if you are trading candlestick pattern, look for those patterns during the London session and New York session. Those patterns that form during London and New York session has a high probability of playing out compared to those that form during the Asian session. If you are trading candlestick pattern, focus on just looking out for those patterns during the London session and New York session. London from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. New York from 2 to 5. Look for those patterns. They have high probability of playing out. But those ones that form in Asian session, most times they fail a lot. They fail a lot. Those that form during Asian session fails a lot. Okay. So that's my take on USD card. USD card is bullish. USD card is bullish. Okay, someone said we should look at USD CHF and New Zealand JPY, I guess. New Zealand JPY, okay? USD CHF and New Zealand JPY. Let's see USD CHF. Let's see USD CHF. Okay. So you can see USD CHF yesterday the chart was just messy. It was very choppy. You can see it's been choppy. Sincerely speaking, the market for the past few days has been choppy. The market has been choppy these past few days. There has been no clear direction. So this time, this period, one was supposed to just take a break, but traders will not want to go. They don't like going on break. They don't like going on break. Trust me, it's really been challenging for most traders because the market is in a ranging phase. The market is in a ranging phase. It's ranging. So if you've made profits these past 2 weeks, if you are profitable, you're doing well, you're doing great. You're doing great. Okay, if you are break even, you're doing great. Okay, look at the chart now. Look at it from what date is this? From 20th. Today is 27. That's over a week. You can see it has been ranging. It's been ranging. You can even see most of these pairs have been ranging. They've been ranging. Okay, so let's see for our. Okay, so for our, you can see, so a breakout from this resistance would be a buy. A breakout from this resistance would be a buy. Okay, a breakout from that resistance would be a buy. That's my take on USD CHF. Breakout from that resistance would be a buy. This would have been a good entry for USD CHF. This would have been a good entry for USD CHF. We had an hammer here. The next candle closed bullish. That would have been a good time to buy. That would have been a good time to buy. So you could wait. Probably price will pull back to fill. Price might pull back to fill this fair value gap. Okay, it might pull back to come fill this fair value gap. So you could consider buying at this zone. Okay, you could consider buying from this zone. It's likely going to pull back, but if it does not pull back, look to buy after the breakout. If 4 hour breaks out from the resistance, then you should buy. So it's either price pulls back to fill the fair value gap or price breaks out from the resistance. So you buy from this zone or you buy above the resistance zone. I hope that is clear. So that is my take on USD CHF. It is bullish. It is bullish. It is bullish. Yes, Mr. Mayor. Yeah, it's been ranging. It's been ranging. It's been ranging. It's really been challenging. Okay, so it is not your system. This is most new traders or even most experienced traders. This is the time they'll be looking for new strategy. No, sometimes it is not your strategy that's the problem. It is just the market condition. You understand? It's just the market condition. Your strategy will not work in all market conditions. Some strategies are developed for ranging market. Some strategies are for trending market. So if your strategy is developed for trending market, when the market starts ranging, you would have difficulty making profits. It's not that your system is bad. It's not your strategy. It's just the market condition. So you should know that, okay, this market condition does not favor your strategy. It does not favor your strategy. So you make some losses, break even, make some more profits. It is normal. It is normal. Okay. That's clear. That's it for USDCHF. Which other instrument do you want us to look at? Okay, someone said New Zealand JPY. New Zealand JPY. Okay, let's see. New Zealand JPY. New Zealand JPY. Do I have it on my list? New Zealand JPY. New Zealand JPY. Okay. New Zealand JPY. Okay, so you can see what we have here. We had a spinning top here. Sorry, spinning bottom formed after filling this fair value gap. It formed after filling this fair value gap. Can you see that? It formed after filling this fair value gap, and we had an engulfing pattern here. This confirms buy. Can you see that? This is a buy setup. So there was a breakout. Okay, let's see. We had a resistance here. Okay, the market opened above that resistance. Market opened above that resistance. Let's see. So the market is currently trading above that resistance. Can you see that? This is the first candle for today's market. It opened above the resistance. Okay, pulled back, and you can see the pattern we have here. You can see a fair value gap was created here also. Can you see this fair value gap that was created? That is the reason for the sell. That is the reason for the sell. Can you see that? This fair value gap is the reason for the sell. And after the fair value gap got filled, what pattern can you see here? This is a bullish reversal pattern. This is a bullish reversal pattern. So NZDJPY is bullish. NZDJPY is bullish. It is bullish. It is bullish. It is bullish. Hope you get that. It is bullish. It is bullish. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. Is there another instrument you want us to look at? Let me know in the comment section. Is there any other instrument you want us to look at? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section. If you have any question, drop it in the comment section. Do you have any question? Do you have any instrument you want us to look at? Let's see UJ. UJ is bullish also. UJ is the father of all JPY pairs. It's the father of all JPY pairs, UJ. Okay. So this is what we have on a daily. Support has been created on a daily time frame. Okay. As you can see, it supports here, resistance on support. Support has been created, and we had a rejection after price tested this resistance level. So a breakout from that resistance level would indicate more buys than sell. To indicate more buys than sell, a breakout from that resistance level will indicate more buys than sell. Okay, let's see for R. Okay, so breakout from this resistance will be a buy, but one would have executed buy after the formation of this candle. Let's see what we had on 1 hour. That would have been the buy opportunity. So you can see, okay, this is an hammer. So what I would have done here is wait for 1 hour candle to close above the high of this bearish candle, and this is the first candle that closed out from the high of this bearish candle, so that will be a buy. So this would have been the entry. So that have been the entry for this trade. I would have risked 20 pips and aim for my stop loss would be around this area, 20 pips, and I will go for 30 pips. By now I should be 23 and it's pulling back, so it's still a buy. Still a buy. Let's see. Probably it wants to come back to fill this fair value gap it's created here. It's likely want to come fill this fair value gap or retest this resistance on support. This resistance, so it's likely going to come back here to fill this fair value gap before going bullish. That's my take on USD Let's see. This fair value gap has been filled. Okay, we still have one here that has not been filled entirely. Let's see this. Okay, this tested it and there's a strong rejection from that area. Okay, so it's likely going to pull back to fill this fair value gap or this fair value gap before going bullish. That's it for UJ. That's it for UJ. That's it for UJ. Any question? Do you have any question? If you have any question, let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section. Any question? Any question? Any question? Do you have any question? Do you have any question? Okay, it appears there are no questions. It appears there are no questions. So yeah, G is getting set for sale. Yeah. It has pulled back to that fair value gap. It has pulled back to that fair value gap. It's going to sell anytime soon. Look out for your sell setup. Look out for your sell setup. Okay, so that will be all for this session. I appreciate you all for your participation and I wish you all a profitable trading day. Like I said, I'm most likely going to come on live by 1:15 before the news is released. By 1:15, I would come on live. Okay, so I look forward to having you in that session. So then, keep winning.